some small world stories depend on a lot of little things that you do during the day that lead you to a specific point on the face of the globe at a certain time. I was living in New Orleans, and I had a friend who had a booth at the flea market down at the French Quarter. And I owed Roy some money, so I decided one Sunday to go down and pay him. Well, before I left the house, I went and I twisted up some illicit substance and altered my frame of consciousness. I got on my motorcycle and I headed downtown. I got out to St. Charles Avenue, saw all the traffic, and said, you know, it's probably not a real good idea to be riding your motorcycle stoned. So I turned around, put the bike back at the house, got on the streetcar, and went downtown. The streetcar gets down to Canal Street, and then it turns around, makes a curve, and goes back uptown. So I get off at Canal Street, walk into the quarter, see my friend Ray, chat with him for a while, Roy, and chat with him for a while, paid him what I owed him, and then there was a girl there, Stella Steele. Stella! Great name for a girl living in New Orleans, no? Stella says, hey, you want to go do one? I said, sure. So she gets the girl at the next booth to look after things, and we go walk up onto the levee at what's a place called the Moonwalk, and we smoke a doobie she has. Chat for a little while. She says, well, I got to get back to business. Okay, see you later. And I head back to go get the streetcar to go home. Well, now, of course, I've got a terminal case of the munchies. Real bad. So I stop into this little shop, and I get a nice Erster, as they say in New Orleans, Erster poor boy. And a poor boy is sort of like a sub, but it's on French bread. And these beautiful fried oysters, and then there's lettuce and tomato and mayonnaise and hot sauce. Just scrumptious. So I had my poor boy with a bottle of Barks root beer. Enjoyed that, and then I head off to go get the streetcar. What I usually did with the streetcar was, instead of getting on at Canal Street, which was always busy, because a lot of the tourists coming out of the French Quarter wanted to go ride the streetcar and see the beautiful homes along St. Charles Avenue, get on there. So there's a chance that you're going to have to stand up all the way uptown. So I would go up 2 blocks and pick up the streetcar there, ride down to Canal Street, people get off, now I've got a seat. Well, I'm 1 block up towards my destination, and here comes a streetcar. I've missed it. I can't pick it up where I usually do, and I'm not going to be able to hurry back to Canal Street fast enough. So instead I zip across to where the streetcar is going to be making its return and wait for the stop there. As I'm standing there with my altered state of consciousness, I'm looking around and saying, wow, there's a nice looking girl. Very attractive, tall, slim, dark hair. And she looks at me and she says, Richard? I said, yes. She says, you don't remember me, do you? I said, no. She says, I'm Mary Anselmo. I used to cut your hair when you lived in Chicago. She was down visiting her brother, who was a student in Tulane. And I've often thought over the years, if I had changed any little thing for any little period of time, I wouldn't have ended up on that street corner to see my old hairstylist. It's a small world.